It's like getting a square peg and hammering it through a round hole. So the exhaust that belongs on this bike won't fit.
You're gonna be 12 o'clocking on this thing.
Sounds really good.
Sounds awesome, dude. Today on Cars and Cameras, we just picked up 3 of the most potent small bore 2-stroke dirt bikes, the legendary Kawasaki KX80s. We paid $1,000 for 3 project bikes, which is either going to be a big score or a big fail. So today's goal is to unload the bikes and see if we can get just one of them running. We're pulling up to the shop now, and the guys are going to get to take a look at them. We're going to choose a victim to work on and see which one we can get running and take it for a sand.
Well. What do we have here?
I said no more 2-strokes.
Hey, John.
Yep.
What's this?
This is your new dirt bike.
No, it isn't.
2-strokes, boys.
What are they?
KX85s. These will go 75 miles an hour.
They don't look like it.
Yeah, if you push it down a hill.
So, like I said, these are 3 Kawasaki KX85s. Our plan is to get one of them running. We're going to swap another one of them onto maybe a full suspension go-kart project. And a third one, we might just have to swap a Predator or Tillotson onto. But today's goal is going to be to get one of them running and riding again to make our $1,000 investment back, basically. We have all kinds of spare parts with this. We have like 8 or 9 fenders, 7 sets of handlebars, but wiring harness we're not sure about, and the carburetors is another kind of question. So we're going to get everything unloaded, check it out, and pick a bike to work on.
You spent $1,000 on these things?
Yeah. So $1,000 is more than we've ever spent on any single project, but I'd argue this is 3 projects, so.
And I don't know.
Well, we got 4 seats.
It might take 3 to make 1, so this could be 1 project.
Look at all those extra wheels though, dude. We got, you know, extra dirt bike wheels we can put
On what?
mini bike.
A
Mini bike.
And handlebars.
Handlebars for
dirt
days.
bike handlebars
Fenders.
on the dirt hog.
Yeah, exactly. So we got plenty to work with here, but I'm gonna get one running bike because I've heard these are, the
John
internet
wants
has
a dirt
hyped
bike.
me up.
John wants a dirt bike.
John wants a dirt bike.
These are scooters.
How dare you, sir?
All right, so we got all our parts laid out. Something tells me he had a bunch of these bikes because the parts are just everywhere. Takes up a big portion of the shop. But we're going to be getting to which bike we're going to be picking. So what we've got is we've got 3 of these bikes ranging from 86 to 06. We got 30 years worth of bikes here, and I'm not sure which ones are which. So the first one in the lineup is missing the rear wheel. It's got a rebuilt engine.
So we've been told.
So we've been told.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's like the least, well, it's not complete enough. We got a middle one here that it has compression.
Oh man, no boot, but let's see if there's spark. Ready?
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
straight to the metal. I think I saw a spark. You got to get it off the metal. Okay,
Yep.
definitely
Oh,
got
wow,
a
that was
spark.
a hard one.
The engine's on it. It's a roller. That one's a good contestant. The green one,
It's another roller, but no
it's,
engine.
It's
so
just pretty. So I think we ought to go with, I mean,
for
let me know.
today. No, but for today. If,
This silver one, because it seems to be the most complete. So
yeah, because we're gonna come together and try and put all of our efforts on one bike and get it going
Yeah.
by the end of the day.
So let's roll this right in the center, and then we'll start gathering parts and getting this thing together.
Dude, I want to be dumping the clutch and popping wheelies by the end of the day.
You're more than welcome to, buddy. This one don't roll too good.
Nope. This one's a little stiff. Where's that tri-stand? I wonder if it goes with the newer one.
Okay. Right here.
A little bit
It's
better.
like getting a a square peg and hammering it through a round hole.
Oh boy.
I can do it. It's just gonna take me some time.
And it's gonna be ugly.
Which part?
Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to figure out if this kickstand goes with this.
So there is one glimmer of hope. This engine has spark.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I know, right?
Okay.
I know, it's like
Dude.
right
Score.
there.
Good job, boys.
Because if we can get this dirt bike
Yeah.
complete, running and driving, popping wheelies, that's $1,400 on the marketplace right there.
Is it? No tire kickers? No low balls?
I know what I got.
So I punched the VIN number in Google on the frame, and it pulls it up as a 87 Kawasaki KX80. Not an 85, but an 80, which is, I mean, it's still cool. So this is the 80, this is an 87.
Oh, so that means this plastic goes with this bike.
Did you look up the
Yeah,
picture?
I looked up some pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have.
All right. So I'm gonna pull up a picture on my phone. So the front fender's on it. All we need now is the rear fender, and it looks like
You find it?
maybe
Ooh.
the rear fender isn't going to stop us from riding it. So whichever one fits after we get everything together will be fine. So, dude, we're getting right there. So the bolts are loose on the engine. Let's get those.
Yep. Yeah,
tightened up.
I'm getting ready to. I'm hooking up the clutch cable right now, actually.
Okay. Cool
Trying to
deal.
see if I can get that figured out. See how it feels. Oh,
Is it working?
dude. I guess we could try and put it in gear and see if it like disengages, but we noticed that the rear section, or I guess the rear fender air box and seat bracket was missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bolted up. We've got a big bucket of bolts. They're kind of rusty. I'm gonna dig through those and see if I can match up some hardware. Oh, tightening up the engine bolts.
Engine bolts. Yep.
All right. So it goes, this thing goes something kind of like that.
That's what it looks like. That's interesting.
So I'm looking for 4, I think, 10mm bolts. They seem to all be the same thread, so.
It's got 2 engine mounts,
Yeah.
and then it's got the swing arm bolted to it, but it goes through. So it's
Yeah.
like 3 engine mounts total.
Yeah, that's how my 4-wheeler was, my race quad. I don't think that's the right size.
It's not the right size. It's
Oh,
the only
okay.
thing I could find.
Oh, well then we're good. We're good. We're good.
So I'm going to be installing a brand new gasket. Came with the bikes with this water pump housing. We're going to get it bolted up.
I dug through the air boxes, and luckily the most complete one was the one that went with this bike. So I've already installed it, and I'm glad I didn't tighten down this rear section completely, because you have to put it in and then bolt this on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I realized that about halfway through.
I didn't
So,
even realize it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a brand new air filter with it. The carburetors are not brand new, so I'm gonna have to take care of that. While you're gonna do the cooling system still?
I'm working on the cooling system right
Alright.
now. Yep. Which means I'm about ready for a radiator, I think.
That's pretty cool.
I'm wondering if I need to do the exhaust before the radiator. Let me see.
I'd look at some pictures.
So I'm checking the exhaust. I'm gonna see which ones fit before doing the radiator.
Ooh, that one doesn't look.
This one, I can't even get the.
Yeah, I don't think that was it. That one's pretty damaged too.
Yeah. Let me check this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one will fit in there, but it's the exhaust port is not fitting. I'm wondering if there's a difference Yes. This one's bigger than this one. So the exhaust that belongs on this bike won't fit.
So it's supposed to be that old one?
Okay, Charles, check this out.
Oh, they've already cut it. They've already cut this bracket to get exhaust in there.
But it won't, you know,
See what I mean?
I wonder if I've got to put the exhaust on it first and then bolt the engine up.
Maybe. Maybe that's why they had the engine unbolted.
Alright, so this exhaust fits on this engine over here, Charles. So the exhaust port on that engine is larger than this engine. So we're gonna have to unbolt that engine and put the exhaust on it and then rebolt the engine up. So
is that F and F one gonna, is that one bigger?
No,
That's the small one?
this
So
is
we
a
gotta
small exhaust.
So we gotta use this
we
one
only
today.
got that one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So we found some differences in the engine cases. 30-year difference. So I've got the bolts out of the engine, and we are trying to.
There it goes. We're in. We're in there.
So I had to use the pry bar to lift and shift the engine to get that exhaust on it. This engine obviously came off of another bike. The exhaust port is actually bigger than all the others. So thank you, Charles.
Okay.
It's on there. The exhaust is on. The engine's bolted down. We're gonna mount the exhaust a little bit better and then start moving on to the cooling system. So it looks like I found the correct radiator. There's several other radiators that come close to fitting, but not quite. This is gonna be the one right here.
That one's the one for you?
This is the one for us. So all I need to do is find the bolts to pass through these, and I can bolt it up. And I can go ahead and put some coolant in it, and we can start checking for leaks.
All right, so I swapped out the old chain guide for another old one, but this one's less broken. And I noticed that swing arm had a chain with the master link on it, and I found a chain in the bucket. So I'm gonna put two of them together. Well, not two chains, but master link and chain, and then put chain on this thing and move on to carburetor.
So I've got the radiator plumbed up. Now it's time to top it up. I'm going to use a 50-50 mix. It's pretty close to being a 50-50 mix already, so let's just pour this in.
We dug through the shoebox of carburetors, and it seems like there's 2 or 3 of them that are the same, and then one bigger one that's like half round, half flat slide.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. But this one seems to fit on the engine side and the airbox side. So I've already taken the screws out. One was stripped really bad. Had to get the vice grips. But you ready? Oh.
It's not too bad in
No,
there.
it's cleanable.
It's
Very,
yeah,
very cleanable.
cool deal.
You know what I don't like to see is that corrosion, the powder.
I'd much prefer to see that tar stuff.
Yeah, because
than
this,
the-
once that gets hit with brake clean, it just melts right off.
yeah,
So
that looks great.
that's good news.
Yeah, like it. And this is after, and we cleaned it with PB Blaster, because that's all we had, because we ran out of brake clean. And we don't feel like going to the store to go get some brake clean. So we're gonna just get this thing going on the bike, and we'll worry about it later. It'll work fine. We're not even 100% sure if this is the same. It don't fit. It's not the same slide for this carburetor. So I just got through cleaning this carburetor, and I might have to go clean another carburetor now.
Or we could find another slide around here that might be able to fit. But I doubt we got one.
That one fits.
Okay, so let's just spray that one. Can we put the bowl of this one on that one? Is it the same carburetor?
It looks the same as a Klein.
Right.
That on a
Well,
Klein?
let's swap
It is a
bowls.
Klein.
Swap bowls and clean out.
It's enough to hear it run. Got a fuel line over here. Bringing it over. I'm gonna just leave it long for right now.
Yeah. Wait, are we ready to hear it kick over?
We're ready to put some fuel in it and hear
Hear
it
it
kick over.
over.
Woo! John's excited. I'm excited too. I really want to hear this thing
Pretty
run.
old two smoke, man.
Yeah. Do we have fuel for
I
it?
love it. No.
Are you sure? What about that little container? Yeah, it's got a blue tone to it.
Sure.
Yeah. Doesn't that look a little blue?
We're
Thought
good.
so.
Always leaking. Oh yeah, the overflow there.
Okay, it's good.
You fixed it.
Yeah.
Just a stuck float. Nope.
Just a
No
stuck
big
float.
deal.
Okay. The choke doesn't stay up.
Want me to hold it up?
Yeah, they're supposed to be like that.
Oh!
Kill switch works.
All right. Kill switch works.
Look, clutch is out.
Ah.
That's probably why there's some new clutches in there.
Because you think it's got a bum clutch.
Yeah.
Bummer, dude.
We could always try loose.
Try adjusting that and see what happens.
Well,
Yeah. It's all the way loose already.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I'm gonna take the clutch cable loose.
Yep.
And,
do the carburetor peeing all over the place.
Oh, can you tap it? Oh, look at that.
Well, there it goes grabbing.
Clutch was engaged.
Dude.
Yeah.
You want to fire it up again?
Well, I gotta do something with this.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll just cheat and I'll take this adjuster
There you go.
nut off.
Can't believe it, man.
I'm gonna put this in there. And we're gonna be like, where did that thing go? I hope Charles pulls up like right when I'm ready to throw
Dude,
this
Charles
thing up
pulls up and you're going to be 12 o'clocking on this thing.
here. I think once we ride it, the fuel will eventually stop. Alright, so the clutch is still slipping, so we're gonna have to replace the clutches,
Yeah.
which I don't think is a big job on this. Sounds really good.
Sounds awesome, dude.
It sounds like it runs great. So, y'all want to get into replacing the clutches and try to get it done before Charles gets in?
Yeah.
All right.
So the clutch is worn out and we can't get any new clutches today. So we added a spacer.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. You ready?
Yeah.
We built a dirt bike.
Yep.
Assembled.
I forgot to turn on the fuel. I got the shifter a little bit out of adjustment.
He didn't blow it up yet.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the hole him in the shot.
Dude, he did a rolling burnout.
Dude, this thing is so fast.
I told you.
This thing is fast.
Moly.
We need to adjust the kickstart,
Okay.
and because it's ratcheting and we don't want to wear it out.
Right.
So there's a problem with the kickstart. My fault. We're gonna have to take the side cover off.
That's okay.
You need to take it back off. I might try and TIG weld that.
We got that leak
That
too.
bad.
So,
Or TIG weld.
dude, this thing, like, when it goes, man, it's like, ah!
Yeah.
It surprised me.
Yeah. That's the power band.
Yeah.
Power band, baby. Power band jumped up and bit you.
Yeah. So, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a few more things we got to do to this thing. And I'm sorry,
A few.
I don't really want y'all to ride it without fixing that kickstart.
Fair enough. I need knee pads and.
It surprised me. Did
No,
you
it-
see it lift up the wheel? I didn't think it was going to do that.
Let's put it this way:
scared
if all three of us try and ride it today, we'll probably never ride it again.
me. Right.
So let's fix it the right way so we can
Yeah,
continue to ride it.
we really need to fix it the right way,
Yeah.
but it's running.
Yeah. It needs a muffler.
What?
That's all we have time for on the KX80 today. This thing surprised the heck out of us, and in the next episode, we're going to be installing, we're going to be just making those changes that we needed to, fixing the Kickstarter and some other things, and then taking it out for a proper rip to see what it'll do with all of our safety gear on. But yeah, I am a believer in the two-strokes now. This thing is killer. So be sure to stay tuned for the next episode when we let the KX80 stretch its legs. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to everyone who bought Vote for Turbo t-shirts. We put all your names on the firewall, and all of our bits and pieces of the blown-up torque converter on the drag rail have been shipped out to you all as well. We have some pretty cool stuff going back on it, but it's requiring quite a bit of fabrication, so we're making a video on that. We're also making another episode on the jet boat due to popular demand, so be sure to stay tuned on all that. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, someone will have to get 4 of these, but about half as long. So I'll probably just go dig in our parts bin somewhere else, see what we got. I noticed we got a broken bolt on the frame.